Yo, welcome to this video. I'm going to show you how to beat the boss Cell 240 in Armored Core 6. Cell 240 is a tough boss, but with the right strategy and loadout, you can take him down quickly. So I'll be showing you the best weapons and frame to use, how to dodge his attacks, and how to deal the most damage. In fact, look at how fast I can nuke his phase 1. If you're struggling with Cell or just want to learn how to beat him fast, stick around and I'll show you. Let's get to it. The best loadout for defeating Cell 240 is a semi-tank build with a focus on ranged damage. This would allow you to stay at a distance and avoid the boss's melee attacks. Let's start with the weapons that I would recommend for the fight. Machine guns are one of the best choices for sustained damage. In fact, we will be using 2 to do as much damage as possible once the boss is staggered, so that you can nuke him in phase 1. However, you need the correct frame build and OS upgrades to make the machine guns lethal, which we will go through later. The back units, we will use the stun needle launchers that we used in the Ice Worm fight. The needles can be used to build up AC and stagger Cell immediately if you land both shots, thus making him vulnerable to the machine guns. Now let's talk about the frame parts that you will need for this fight. Starting with the legs. The VA-42A legs are a good choice because they offer good survivability and decent movement. This can help you tank most of Cell's attacks and be mobile enough to dodge most of his attacks. The VA-40A core is a good choice for this fight because it offers really good defense as well. The VA-46A arms are a good choice for the fight because they offer good firearm specialization. This will help you fire weapons more accurately, which will come in handy since Cell moves a lot. The HD-011 head complements the build where it allows you to have decent defense while maintaining your load below the requirement. The VP-20D generator is a good choice for this fight because it offers good energy upkeep and regeneration. This will help you keep your weapons firing at all times and your systems running. The FCS G2P 12 SML module is a good choice for this fight because it offers good targeting assistance for your machine guns and needle launchers. This will help you hit Cell more easily. This is the most underrated part in the build, and it is the OS upgrades. Starting with the Terminal Armor OS, which is a really good choice for this fight because it offers a backup shield in case your health drops below 0. This will help you survive even if you take little shots from Cell, then you can recover and go back to the fight. The other 2 upgrades that are essential are the kinetic upgrades and the direct hit upgrades. Since we're using the machine guns to do insane damage, max out the damage by upgrading your kinetic damage and the direct hit damage. So you will be doing a lot of damage with the machine guns. In the first phase, Cell will use a variety of attacks, starting with the laser beam. Cell will fire a beam of laser from its chest. This attack takes some moment to charge but can be easily dodged by strafing to the side. If the beam is fired in small bursts, the same rules apply, just strafe. The second attack includes missiles, in which Cell will fire a swarm of missiles that track to you. These can be easily dodged by strafing to the side as well. Most of the time, Cell will start with this attack, then transition to another attack like the melee strikes. The third and most common attack is the melee strikes. Cell has 2 major melee attacks. The first is a swarm of missiles followed by a large X-shaped slash. This attack can be dodged by jumping up or strafing to the side. The second is a 3-hit combo. These attacks are more difficult to dodge, so you need to be more careful. If you see Cell charging up for one of these attacks, you can use your boost to move to the right for the first 2 hits, then boost to the left for the third. In the second phase, Cell will use some of the following attacks. First, the swarm of drones. Cell will release a swarm of drones that will home in on you. You can easily move around to dodge them, which is not a big deal. The other attacks include a melee attack in which he will charge up for a close range melee that is very hard to dodge. Be careful and just try your best to dodge it. Cell will also spam a lot of swarm missiles just like in phase 1. They're not that hard, but most of the time they're used in combos, so just try to dodge these. The final attack happens near the end of phase 2, in which he will transform into a hawk and perform a couple of consecutive charges. Just do your best to dodge these or tank them and trade for a stun shot. The strategy for beating Cell 240 is to open up with a stun gun and proceed to do damage. He will always open up with the same move, so take advantage of that. Dodge and follow up with both needle launchers to build up AC and stagger him immediately. After that, use both of your machine guns to nuke his health. After that, stay at a distance to dodge his attacks and bait the ones you can punish in the second phase, and especially if you had a really good solid phase 1 where you played safe, saved up your repair kits, I would recommend that you go hard on the boss. You can just tank some of his attacks as long as you're not staggered. Use just straight blows and stagger him and just damage him with your machine guns. Or you can play a little bit safe and go for the more predictable attacks, but still Cell spams a lot of attacks, so you need to be very careful. Just remember to be patient and not to get greedy, especially on phase 1. If you have a solid phase 1, that can go a long way in phase 2.
Response. Silent.
2 repair kits remaining.
Wait. It's coming back.
It's reactivating.
Is this what the Ibis series is truly capable of?
It's resonating with the enemy core, drawing power from its environment. It won't stop until we destroy its generator.
Cell is a tough boss, so it'll take some time to defeat him. Just trial and error, but this build is very insane, especially against him. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.
Bye.